All right, have and have not fans, it is Monday morning, and to be completely honest, I didn't expect to record any videos between now and, well, until the episode aired. I felt like I voiced everything that I wanted to talk about, whether it be theories, discussions, episode leaks, and what have you. Just a couple of quick announcements, and there'll be some more stuff I'll talk about towards the end of the video, because I did have about 4 different video ideas, but I figured the easiest way to make it not just easier for me in terms of editing time or whatnot, but easier for you. That way you don't have to click on 4 different videos to get a simple point across with various things. At this very point in time, HAHN has still not contacted me back about my request or the copyright disputes. I will try to get a phone number today and call them to see if we can get this thing straightened out. And if not, then well, I'll just figure out what to do from there in regards to doing videos about the little clips and whatnot. But I promise that no later than Tuesday, before the episode Tuesday, I'll let you know if I hear back from anything, but I'll definitely try to reach out to them one-on-one. But in any case, more to the point of this video, it's just I don't know if I'll call it a what if, but it's more like, well, we know for a fact that David is going to call, David has called Jim in order to call Benji, in order to call him back, in order to get things straightened out to deal with the punk who's been harassing his son Jeffrey. And we know in the next episode, Justin's going to be confronted by 3 guys, and I'm assuming it's the house or apartment that he got for himself and Jeffrey. Now, I've done various social media posts and videos in regards to 2 of those guys looking like, you know, one looked like Benny and one looking like the guy that Veronica hired in order to bomb the car, but that isn't the case. So Tyler Perry did a great job with the casting and fooled the heck out of me. I mean, maybe it wasn't meant to be, oh, well, these guys look familiar, don't they? But to me, they kind of did. So there's that. And the question is, what will Jeffrey do when and if he finds out that David pulled this off? I mean, the big question is, will there be a falling out between Jeffrey and David, and it will just be because of Justin? Like, I mean, I hate to use the comparison, but you imagine like an overprotective father who wants to keep his daughter from going out with, you know, the cool guy, you know, the guy who's nothing but a troublemaker, has the motorcycle, you know, juvenile delinquent, all those good terms and phrases. And he does something, maybe not to, you know, intentionally hurt the guy, but pretty much put the fear of God in him, that if you come anywhere near my daughter again, yeah, things aren't going to end up too well for you like they did this time. And then the daughter finds out and then, you know, rebels against the father. It's like, how dare you? I love him, yada, yada, yada. And then pretty much runs away with him and just gives the middle finger to the family. The question is, will something like this happen with Jeffrey and Justin in regards to, let's see here. Well, when you really think about it, if Jeffrey finds out that Madison told David in regards to the laser pointer thing and whatnot, then here's how and this is just me speculating how the conversation is going to go. I don't know for sure, but again, this is just speculation. Now, imagine Jeffrey going, because what, Madison was told by David to go get Jeffrey to go up to David's room. Now, imagine the conversation where it's like, Jeffrey, so that Justin punk was here pointing a laser at you. Well, yeah, Dad, it was, what are you talking about? I know. Madison told you, didn't he? Jeffrey, he had a laser pointer from a gun pointed at you? No, Dad, it was one of those little laser pointers that you use, you know, like when people give presentations and whatnot. It wasn't a gun. Are you covering for him, Jeffrey? No, I'm not. It was really a laser pointer. Well, I don't think so. And then it's like, and then I can see the conversation going where he goes off on Madison, where he just, I don't know how mad at David he's going to be, but it's just one of those situations where in the episode Room 3, the synopsis clearly states that Jeffrey comes to Justin's aid. We don't know if this means that Jeffrey's going to show up during the beatdown. That doesn't mean if he's going to show up after the beatdown, or if it means, you know, he'll show up at the hospital looking for Justin. It's going to be one of those things. I don't really know what's going to happen with that. My thing is this. Did Justin already give the address to Jeffrey? I mean, I would think he did, due to the fact that, you know, he keeps saying, when are you going to come over to the house, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I mean, I think if I were Jeffrey, I would not go because it could be one of those situations where, you know, Jeffrey asks, like, what will it do? What will it take for you to stop this? You know, following me around, harassing people, just come over to the house. It might be one of those, what was that thing called? I forgot. It was a Stephen King novel. It was like, what is it? Obsession, Hurt, Mercy. Was that it? Where like that author, that book author got in like an accident or something. Then his biggest fan took him to her house to heal and whatnot. But then she was obsessive and kept him there. I feel like the same thing might happen with Jeffrey and Justin, where if Jeffrey comes over, Justin may not let him leave. So yeah, that's pretty scary. But the question is, you know, will this cause a rift between David and Jeffrey? Because I feel like he'll be pissed the hell off at Madison. And just imagine the irony of it if Justin is put into the hospital and, you know, Madison is one of the caretakers for him. That is going to be pretty damn interesting. I mean, this could be the perfect plot for it. This could be a Diary of a Mad Black Woman scenario where Madison's the one getting revenge on Justin. But then again, Tyler Perry has this magic way of having people being miraculously healed and in and out of the hospital in no time flat, going through accidents that would put other people in wheelchairs or put them in the hospital for a while and they come out seemingly with no scratch. So Justin is only going to take as bad a beating as the plot demands it. So that's one other point I want to get across as well. And I think as an audience, we know for a fact that Jeffrey is getting tiresome because it's one thing if Jeffrey openly admitted to being into this whole kind of crazy shit with Justin, as opposed to just being nonchalant about it. Because the way Jeffrey was acting, you know, when Madison was like, look, he's still outside. I want to call the cops. I'm going to get a restraining order. You know what? I don't care. I'm going to bed. The way Jeffrey doesn't care about the situation is like, if he's one of the two people involved in this, and you can make the argument that David's involved because he knows about it. Madison's involved because he was attacked. Wyatt's involved because Justin went after him, and then by extension Jim is involved because he saw Justin kicking Wyatt's ass and then trying to get sexual favors for drugs. And you know, Veronica was involved due to the fact that Justin tried to run her off the road and also doesn't like the fact that, and I'm quoting Veronica, he's making my son partake in these gay activities. So Jeffrey and Justin are like the core of this, not even relationship, this well, technically it is a relationship of sorts because it's involving two people in their connection. These people are the ones who have the story going. But if Jeffrey is the one uninterested and he's acting like he doesn't give a crap, then why, as a fan, should I give a crap about it? I mean, Justin, one of my least favorite characters, he is literally the only person in this relationship who's keeping that story going. Yes, it's a bit repetitive, it's annoying, but he is the one that's being proactive. Jeffrey, I don't even think he's being reactive. I mean, yeah, he said I'm going outside to talk to him and all this stuff, but I don't even know how to explain it anymore. I really don't. It's like the most interesting thing at this point is who's going to be the one to take Justin down for good, because guys, he's going to be in season 7. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. He's not going to be killed even after this beatdown. So guys, get used to it, because I still get people commenting Justin needs to go, Wyatt needs to go, Benny needs to go. I might have to do another season 7 video recapping everyone we know for a fact is going to be around in season 7. But yeah, guys, it's pretty crazy to think about. I think that we should really look at the fact that this could possibly cause a rift within the father-son dynamic. And believe it or not, it could be one of those things where, again, if the father steps into a relationship that he doesn't want his child partaking in, all that does will push the child to that significant other. So you can make the argument that David doing this to Jeffrey or Justin will just push Jeffrey closer to Justin. For all we know, Jeffrey might leave his father's house and then decide to actually go stay with Justin. Is it, what's that thing called? Is it Stockholm syndrome? I might be using the wrong terminology for the situation, but it's like if you see a wounded bird and you just have to fix him up, or you think you can. It's just one of those things where Justin hasn't shown any effort to change. It's like for 5 seconds he might be calm. It's like, look, I'm calm, Jeffrey. Next thing you know, he's like a rapid, pet bull or whatever. I mean, I still don't know why he beat the hell out of Jeffrey in that hallway in the hospital, and yet Jeffrey's still running to him. It's just, I don't know. It's hard because you want him. like I said before, believe it or not, as much flack as I gave the Pains when it was on the air, the Nyla Kendrick thing was better than this Justin Jeffrey thing. Yes, I said it. Believe it or not, I said it. But I feel like when it comes down to it, I don't know. When you think about it, maybe here's how I think about it too. If you want to extend the storyline, if David sending Benji, or getting Benji to send those guys to take care of Justin, if that draws Jeffrey out of David's house and with Justin, that kind of actually makes him easier pickings for Veronica when you think about it, because David's really the fortress that keeps Veronica away from Jeffrey when he can, because Jeffrey's just pretty much as headstrong as any other character despite the stupid decisions he makes. But I feel like when it comes down to it, this whole Justin beatdown thing is just going to make things even worse. And then that even leads to other speculations as to, what will Justin do if he finds out David did this? Will he try to go after David, which I think is a very dumbass idea. Also on top of that, let's say if it comes down to it that Justin is in the hospital and Madison is the nurse there, waiting on him and obviously working there, he would know where Justin is. Will he try to get revenge there? And I feel like if anything else, this is going to lead to Jeffrey pushing David and Madison away. And I want to throw another wrench into the equation. Even though it hasn't come up yet, even though it's only been like 4 episodes, Veronica made a hint that David wasn't Jeffrey's real father. What if that comes up in conversation? It turns out that David is not Jeffrey's real father. And then after finding out that David sent these guys to beat up Justin, he's like, how dare you? You're not my real father. You can't tell me who to love and care about. I feel like that's going to be very forced, but at the same time, I could definitely see it happen based off the way the writing style of the show has been going so far. And going back to what I said earlier in the video, the conversation between Jeffrey and David in the next episode could be along the lines where Jeffrey is telling the truth that Justin was just using a laser pointer, but David will automatically assume it was a gun and that Jeffrey's lying because Jeffrey and David have a way of saying it. No, it's fine. I'll handle it. I'll be all right. It's like, obviously when they're not all right, they'll just act like they are because they feel they got a control over the situation. So yeah, even though I don't like how Jeffrey's acting, you really can't put it all on him because, well, David has been a prime example of faking a smile. Like he's literally, and I know I kept making the joke when he was first in the hospital and we saw that back exposed, he looked like a darn burnt hot dog, or a hot dog that's been on the grill too long and it burst open. That's how his back looked. And even through all that, he was still saying, no, I'm fine, and yada, yada, yada. It's like, yo, your crazy ex-wife put you in here. It's like, that bitch did this. I'm like, yeah, she did. So, yeah, I mean, maybe it's more annoying because, Jeffrey is an adult, but at the same time, it's like, you've seen this in front of your own eyes, and yet you're going to relive it. But that's real. Like, there are people like that who are adults, but based off of seeing how their parents acted when they were growing up, like if one stepped out on the other, if they got a divorce, or things of that nature, then sometimes we reflect what we were raised on, even though it's unintentional. So, but with Jeffrey, it's just like, look, after everything your mom's done, are you really wanting to be in a situation with Justin like this? So the biggest question is, will Jeffrey pretty much just step away from his father? I mean, based off the previews, like the promo shoots and whatnot, it doesn't look like that's the case, because I still believe the promo shoot was kind of a foreshadowing of what's to come in the season, where we see camaraderie between Jeffrey and David while Veronica's off on her own, and they have matching goatees too. But I feel the whole gun situation, I'm sorry, every time I bring up the point, I just go on to something else, but the whole, David assuming it was a gun, because Madison didn't say it was a laser pointer. He said it was a gun. And I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Jeffrey's going to be mad at Madison because he went out there and saw it was literally a laser pointer. Well, actually, he looked out of the window and saw it was a laser pointer. But I mean, Madison had every right to be acting the way he was, because his car was literally destroyed and he was clocked beside the head with a crowbar. So having Justin with a laser is something that isn't out of the realm of impossibility. So I feel like David pretty much played a part in making his son the way he is now, but you can't blame David because he's actually trying to be proactive in helping Jeffrey out. And that's really all I have to say on this point. But I do have a couple more videos that I would sprinkle into this one, like is Candace the reason this whole thing started? You know, will Justin retaliate against David? I feel like those are probably suitable for their own videos. So let me move on to the few points that I wanted to make before closing this one out. All right, everyone. So thanks so much for making this far into the video. And this is my disclaimer that if you wanted to listen to this part, you can, because there's various other things I want to talk about. But if you just clicked on this video for the haves and have not portion, well, that was it. You can click off, hit that subscribe button. But here are the quick announcements here. Number one, just thanks so much because I put a post in the community tab with a picture of the Silver Play Button Award that YouTube gives to YouTube channels that have surpassed 100,000. Just to put out the announcement out there, the channel obviously has not reached 100,000 yet. We just hit over 64,000 yesterday, which is great because, I mean, 36,000 away, less than 36,000 away at this point. But I made that post pretty much to let people know that, hey, there have been a few people asking, why do you keep saying it? I mean, one, speaking into existence, but also the fact that I'll have something to show from 100,000 subscribers, that award. And I do believe somebody put up a comment, but then they took it down. It's like, what about the money too, right? And I'm like, what money? And to my knowledge, channels don't get like this huge bonus from YouTube or something for hitting 100,000 subscribers. That's not how it works. I mean, you get money from ad revenue, and if you have sponsors and if you have merchandise, which I don't have for obvious reasons due to the fact that, well, the haves and the have-nots is Tyler Perry Studios and HAHN right now. So I mean, hey, like I said earlier in the video, I'll try to call HAHN in regards to the copyright stuff I'm going through right now with the videos, and I might bring up the question, well, is there any possible way that legally I could make some t-shirts and whatnot on the channel? That would be pretty cool. I mean, I would love to have merchandise on the channel because that will bring in more money, and also the subscribers could have something physical. I mean, if Tyler Perry isn't going to put out haves and have not merchandise, well, wouldn't it be cool to have, you know, fan t-shirts? So I can't guarantee it, but that's something I can talk about if I'm able to get Tyler Perry Studios or HAHN on the phone. That would be great. But also on top of that, you know, it isn't about the money. I mean, yeah, I need the money to make a living off of, but, you know, as of right now, the money just comes in through ad revenue as well as my eBay sales and whatnot. It's not really based on, oh yeah, you know, once you hit 100,000 subscribers, you'll be making big money, that's why you're pushing. No, that's not really it. I just want the award, and also to hit that huge milestone to really show that we as a community do exist. So when and if the haves and the have-nots ever goes off the air, you know, we'll have a huge fan base, and we can hopefully make enough noise to revive the series if, you know, it came to that point. But aside from the 100,000 subscriber mark, another thing I want to talk about is I do have a second YouTube channel that people ask me about. More people have been bringing this up. It's like, hey, you used to have this second YouTube channel where you talked about like comic books and music and all that good stuff. And I haven't touched that in months, probably. Yeah, it's been a while. At the moment, it's called We Are the Flash. I updated it during Flash Season 4. And, you know, that's where I used to do all my Arrowverse videos, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, music. And, I mean, the question is, do you want me to revive the channel? Now, let me just make this clear. If I were to go back and start doing videos on that channel will be my second priority. Like, YouTube is going to be, well, this channel is obviously the first one. This is the one that's making the money. This is the one that's almost at 100,000. But, you know, I would definitely be open to doing videos and putting them on that channel, because I feel like that's a good way to reduce non-Tyler Perry videos on this channel, where I could just put all my superhero music stuff on that channel instead. But YouTube has it where you need at least 1,000 subscribers in order to get monetization. So if you really want me to, you need to show me. So I'll put a link. Well, actually, the link is always in the description. If you scroll down, it's like eBay, Twitter, Facebook group, Facebook page, Instagram, second YouTube channel. If you click on it and hit subscribe, we can do it. And guys, we're over 64,000 subscribers here. I only need like 500 or so. So if you help me out and get that channel going with monetization, then I'll be more than happy to go ahead and get that up and running again. But after going to the middle school, I talked with a couple of people, one of whom actually invited me to be on his podcast to talk about how to be successful. I need to contact him later this week, and I really want to get my podcast going. I know I keep saying that, but I really do want to get that up and running as well. So I'll tell you what, if we get this second YouTube channel up to 1,000 subscribers and we get monetized, then I'll definitely revive the podcast a lot sooner than later. And with that being said, so at the beginning of the video, I talked about hopefully getting in contact with HAHN before Tuesday in regards to the whole channel videos and whatnot. I'll definitely bring up the option about t-shirts and whatnot to avoid copyright. Then on top of that, you know, the 100,000 subscribers, why that means a lot to me, and the fact that we haven't reached it yet. That post was pretty much just an explanation as to why I want to reach that goal, not that we reached it. And guys, if I really got to that level, you know good and well that I would do an unboxing video, like a live video where I'm unboxing the award and showing it off and just saying we did it. And yeah, so don't think I would just post one picture and that would be it. I don't play that. Then I do believe the award looks a lot different now than it did in the past, which is kind of weird. I would love to have it framed with a silver play button as opposed to like a symbol that's kind of impressed into the metal, but who cares? I just want the award. And then on top of that, let's see what else we have here. Check out the eBay store. I just listed over 70 items. Might be listing more things today. Thankfully, some money came in, so I do have some giveaways planned. If I'm able to go to Walmart, I believe it's raining on and off today, so I might be heading out in about an hour or so, around 9 o'clock. You know, once school buses are off the road and most people are at work, I'll definitely get some gift cards because I got to show some love. The Instagram is going crazy. I mean, we passed 3,000 the other day, and I think we're almost at 3,300 the last time I checked. So I definitely need to do some giveaways for that. And YouTube, I'm way past due. But like I said, guys, you know, after the holiday season and tax season, and thankfully I hadn't finished my taxes because my mom told me I had some more paperwork that got mailed to me back at home. Because remember, I've been an entrepreneur for the past year, so I've been doing various things that I forgot I did. So thankfully I didn't finalize taxes because I have a lot of other things to put on there. So hopefully I'll be getting, instead of owing money to the IRS within the next few weeks here, and I get paid from YouTube in a couple of weeks as well. I just had some money come in this morning, thank goodness, from a project I've been working on, so I'm able to get out, you know, car maintenance and groceries and stuff like that. So I'll definitely have some giveaways here soon. But aside from that, you know, I'm not asking for a dime. Like I always say, go out there and help me get subscribers by sharing the videos around and sharing the channel. And again, if you really want me to go back to doing that second YouTube channel, you got to show me by hitting that subscribe button and getting it monetized, because it would be great to be making money from 2 channels. And also, oh, 1 second. Just got alert on the laptop. I had 10% power. The last thing I need is for this video to die out when I'm 8 minutes in. But you know, to the Sandusky middle school students, if you're watching the video, I recorded the video recapping the career fair. It's about 20-some minutes long, so I have to edit it. It might take a while because I want to get all the information that was given to me by the students to give shout outs. So that's going to be coming soon as well. And with that being said, I do believe that covers just about everything I want to talk about in this video. And yeah, just let me know your thoughts, you know, about the whole Justin scenario. How do you think it's going to play out? And with that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.